Welcome to the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank. I'm Andy Burcham, along with Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl. A most impressive week, coach, for the Tigers. A record-setting win on the road at South Carolina, and then back at home with an upset win over number 12 Missouri.
Man, that's a good week. That's a good week. I'm proud of the kids and the coaching staff for, kind of enduring, the adversity that we've had, not making any excuses, trying to improve. I say that knowing that, just look, I appreciate you guys. We need to look back. We need to do the show. We need to look back. I can't. I'm going to Waco on Saturday, right? And then you look at, we got to go to Lexington still. We got to go to Tuscaloosa still. We got to go to Baton Rouge still. We got good teams coming in. I'll look back. I'm proud of the kids for the improvement. And yeah, when you go to South Carolina and you beat them like that and score on a Frank Martin team, man, you've done something. And then a Conzo Martin team, to be able to score against those two clubs, yeah, it was a good week.
We will look back on this very good week of Auburn basketball when we return on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Sun South John Deere, the preferred tractor of your Auburn Tigers, and by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond. Available at a grocer near you.
Just like your favorite mascot, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama works hard behind the scenes. Proud sponsor of the Tide and Tigers.
On car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Whether you're heading to an off-road destination for work or play, creating the perfect lawn to wrap up another Yard of the Month award, or preparing the fields for a bumper crop, think SunSouth, where you'll find quality John Deere equipment, affordably priced, and ready to help you tackle outdoor projects faster and more efficient. And now, for those larger projects, think SunSouth to save on our new selection of John Deere compact construction equipment. SunSouth, proud to be the preferred tractor of the Auburn Tigers.
When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond. Available at a grocer near you.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank. The Tigers opened the week going on the road to South Carolina, and a very, very impressive win as Auburn scores 109 points, the most that Auburn has ever scored on the road in an SEC game, Coach.
Yeah, well, Andy, not every team will have guys that can stay in front of Sharif Cooper. Some will, but not many will. And if they do, they may only have one or two. That was the issue, and we knew that we could get Sharif matchups and get him downhill and score out of space. I thought we had a good game plan, defensively, to be able to disrupt South Carolina enough, keep them off the boards because they were the leading offensive rebounding team in the league. Scouting their personnel tendencies, again, I think our staff did a really good job helping our kids get prepared.
Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
It will be Wildens Levesque jumping up for South Carolina, Jalen Williams for Auburn. The tap is controlled by South Carolina, and we're underway. Sharif wants a screen, gets a screen from Jalen Williams. Hits to the key, left wing three for Thor. Yes! Carolina basketball. Up the floor, down the right side. Shot is up. It was blocked by Thor. He rebounded it. Ahead, Cooper to Devin with the two-hand jam. Rebound, mid-lane, Cambridge. Up the left sideline, Cooper. Lob underneath, and it drives an alley-oop and a basket for Javon Franklin.
Great passing.
On the layup. Cooper, Javon Franklin, Devin Cambridge, Jalen Williams, and Flanagan. Backdoor alley-oop and a dunk. Auburn gets the rebound. Tigers up 21-14. Auburn ball as we reach the midway mark. No look underneath and a jam! Tigers by 10. In the right corner, Jamal Johnson, open three. Good! 13-point lead for Auburn. Gets a screen from Jalen. Lobs it to Jalen on the jam, the alley-oop. Corner, Jamal Johnson. Javon Franklin out to the top. Sharif, three. Swish. Oh, what ball movement.
What
All
ball.
five touch the ball on that offensive set. Sharif, left-hand dribble. Lobs it underneath. Leads Flanagan to the hole and he put it in.
They're fronting us in the post.
48-37 Auburn, a minute 34 in the first. Drive to the hole. Off the right corner. Devin Cambridge, three. Swish. Allen, left-hand dribble picked up by Kuznard. Steps into a three. Buries it.
Allen is playing with so much confidence right now.
Cross midcourt, right-hand dribble between the legs. To the top for Jalen. Head fake at three, drives on Levesque. Head fake off the glass. Good. Working on Lawson there. Bounce pass, Jalen Williams. Underneath Flanagan. Turnaround jumper, short. Oh, and Cardwell there for the rebounds. Outlet up the left sideline for Flanagan. Underneath Cardwell to the hole. Yes, with the floater.
Run on them. Their defense is picked up because they're denying the ball to the wings and they're keeping us from reversing it.
Cooper at the top. Puts it in, a three ball.
That'll take care of your defense.
Between the leg dribble, whips a pass out to the top, three ball in the air. Go!
Oh, what ball
Devin
move.
Cambridge! Shot clock at 16, between the legs dribble, Sharif. Right hand dribble between the legs again. Great pass underneath. Thor puts it in, and it's fouled on the play. 6:43 in the second half. Allen Flanagan off the left wing and pops a three. Yep.
Woo.
Career high day for Allen Flanagan, 24 points. Flanagan. Kuznard goes down. Flanagan drives by him. Great pass underneath and stretch jams it, and Auburn goes over 100. Auburn on top, 142 in the second half. Moore to Cook. Right wing Berman. Long three. Swish!
All right.
Leor! Auburn with the pedal to the metal all day long. There was no let up today. Down to 2-1. Auburn wins. 109.
Allen Flanagan led Auburn with 24 points, Coach. An all-around game for Allen. Just an all-around game for this Auburn ball club. You don't do this very often on the road in the SEC, let alone doing it at South Carolina.
Yeah, well, Allen was, when you got him and Sharif on the floor together, and they're both able to make plays for themselves and others, it becomes we're a much more dangerous offensive team. And Allen made big shots. He obviously, does the job physically, defensively, rebounding the basketball. Devin Cambridge continues to do his thing. JT Thor, every single game, a little bit better. And I thought, obviously Jalen Williams shot the ball well and got up to a really good start offensively, and that sometimes improves his overall floor game because he was a tough matchup for South Carolina on the perimeter. So a lot of things really clicked, and obviously we made a lot of shots.
Coach, as you look at this game, it was a game that was coming out after the Arkansas game. You jumped out to a big lead and never let up in this ball game. It was really different from the game before in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Well, you got to learn from your mistakes, and especially a young team. As long as you can learn and grow, we let one get away at Arkansas, but give Arkansas credit. And when we did get the lead against South Carolina, we were in the huddles talking about, let's keep our foot on the floor.
And that's exactly what Auburn did in that one, Coach. An all-around game, and really took advantage in the second half. Just played such a good overall game. You had to feel good coming out of that ball game knowing you were coming home to face the number 12 team in the country coming up.
We did. And I could tell you, Andy, that when you are in the stretch that we're in, 2 games in a week, but when you shift from the Wednesday-Saturday format to the Saturday-Tuesday format, all of a sudden you got 3 games in a short window. And our guys had would have gone 9 straight days. And so my concern was travel Arkansas, come home in the middle of the night, early morning COVID testing, an 11 o'clock tip at South Carolina, and then the number 12 team in the country comes in. But I thought our guys did a good job of battling through that fatigue and continuing to play great basketball.
When we come back, Brad Law is with you with Holding Court. This is the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.
Every waking moment preparing you for the day you'd leave our nest. Whether it's driving to practice or helping with homework, it's all prepared you for, what am I going to be when I grow up? Will you be ready?
After much thought, I made my decision to take my talents to the IBEW Local 613.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is not simply a job, it's a career. Visit IBEW613.org to begin a new future today.
Car wreck and you don't know where to go. Listen real close, I'll tell you what I know. Vance Law Firm will make you smile. Pick up the phone, here's the number to dial. Down 3 for me. 3 Vance Law Firm. 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 For me.
Going the extra mile means separating yourself from the competition, to focus on the positives, to build confidence, and to compete. You got to prove yourself. You got to work hard, play smart, and never give in.
It's this kind of commitment that's made F-Series America's best-selling truck 43 years straight. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers.
Holding Court is brought to you in partnership with Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And this is Holding Court presented by Renaissance Bank. We're here today with Sharif Cooper. Sharif, War Eagle, thanks for spending time with us.
No problem.
All right, let's let the fans get to know you a little bit off the court. When you are not playing ball or practicing basketball or going to class, or in class, I guess, virtually, how are you spending your time?
Now just on the phone with family or probably watching movies. I used to watch Blacklist, a couple other shows, but yeah, mainly watching shows.
All right, yeah, we've heard a couple of guys say, talk about watching that show. So tell us about your favorite movie, or maybe your top 3 movies of all time.
Probably He Got Game, Hardball, and Daddy's Little Girls.
Okay.
Those are my favorite 3.
All right, sum up Daddy's Little Girls for us in 30 seconds or less.
Just a hard-working father, you know, having issues with his baby mother. 3 little girls that he's trying to take care of and having trouble. It's kind of violence, so it's definitely a good show.
All right, good stuff. Sharif, if you could run 100 miles an hour or fly at 10 miles an hour, which one would you choose?
Run 100 miles an hour.
Why is that?
I just feel like I'd be. You said fly 10 miles an hour?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of slow, so I'd rather run.
All right. You're a guy who likes to go fast.
Yeah.
We've seen that on the floor a little bit. How competitive is the Cooper family?
Very.
Yeah?
Very, super competitive, especially my dad. My dad's competitive. I'm competitive almost as much as him, or probably more.
Yeah.
Taya, my other brother, we all competitive.
All right, that's not just basketball, right? That's like competitive in anything.
Everything.
All right, are we playing board games or dominoes or like
cards? Everything, really.
All right. Tell us about the most memorable high school game you ever played. Game-winning shot or just a big game for you? Give me a high school game memory.
Probably City of Palms. When I made the game winner versus Hudson Catholic. That was a big one. That's probably my most memorable game just because that was kind of the time I kind of got onto the national scene. So that was definitely one of my most memorable games.
All right. Fans can't obviously be at practice. If we could be at practice, what's something that we would hear, whether it's BP or one of the other coaches, say every time out at practice?
He says so many things. It's hard to pinpoint one, but he big on communication, effort, just little things. Yeah.
First time through, not bad, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's Sharif Cooper, and this is Holding Court, presented by Renaissance Bank.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Verizon. Verizon is building a powerful 5G experience for America. This is 5G built right.
Back when we started this company, folks had the idea that all treated lumber was the same. Well, our little yellow tag put an end to that. Today, people know that the best does have a name, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. They use it because they can trust it to be around for years and years, and so will we. Here's to 50 years of 5-star backyards and the little yellow tag.
Going the extra mile means separating yourself from the competition, to focus on the positives, to build confidence, and to compete. You got to prove yourself. You got to work hard, play smart, and never give in.
It's this kind of commitment that's made F-Series America's best-selling truck 43 years straight. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank. After the big win at South Carolina, Coach, you come back home against a very good Missouri team, ranked number 12 in the country.
You know, I'm just so proud of my kids. You know, we'd won, I don't know, you know the numbers. We'd won a certain number against the top 25. We'd had a good little run. And could this team keep it going? They want so much to be able to add to the history of success of Auburn basketball. So we challenged them for sure. Missouri had just left Knoxville and led start to finish, and surgically kind of controlled that game with their offense and their defense and their experience. It was the youngest team in college basketball against the 7th most experienced team in college basketball, and our guys stepped up.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
Auburn wins the tap. Tigers going to the basket to the right.
They might be in a zone.
Cooper, Jalen Williams.
No, they're not.
In the left corner, Thor, 3, good. JT, Sharif Cooper, bounce pass underneath. Driven and junked by Dylan Cardwell, 5'2" Auburn. Just the 4th 3 of the year for Mitchell Smith, 6'4" Auburn. Alley-oop, Devin Cambridge down the left side of the lane to the basket. It was blocked by Jalen Williams. Rebounded by Stretch. Out left for Sharif Cooper. Top of the circle. Left-hand dribble down the left side of the lane. Spins, wrap around, two-handed dunk. Sharif drips near the left side. Way outside the wing. Screen, drives on Wilmore to the basket and got it. Skips it underneath for Smith. Put it up, it was blocked by Akingbola. Rebounded by Cambridge. Here's Sharif Cooper on the break. Down the lane, loses it, gets it back. In the corner, right wing Moore. Another 3 ball, yes! Flanagan, top of the circle, got a screen from Javon Franklin down the lane, and Javon dunks it right down the middle of the lane. Picks it up, top of the circle, Moore. Right wing for Jalen Williams. Down the lane, dumps it underneath. Javon Franklin to the hole,
Oh,
yes!
what a pass. That play was made on a great pass to the post.
Now Flanagan in that corner, hands the ball to the wing. Cooper, Cardwell, Thor, corner three, good. Right wing, Mark Smith, around Cooper to the hole, put it up, missed it. Rebound, Jalen Williams ahead, Sharif Cooper. Lobs it, Janet Cambridge jams it, and Auburn goes up toe. Tied at 57, Auburn ball. Sharif Cooper down the left side, kicks it into the corner. Moore, three, yes!
Oh!
His third of the game!
Third of the game.
Sharif directs traffic, gets a screen, down the lane, to the basket, up and in!
Oh, what a shot!
80-73 Auburn. Cooper to Flanagan. Get it across midcourt. He does. To the free throw line, to the lane. He jammed it with the left hand.
And I'm saying, back it out, back it out. That shows you how much I know.
Auburn inbounds to Cooper, and this one is all Auburn across midcourt. Auburn upsets number 12 Missouri.
A good start for the Tigers. Missouri came back, cut the lead to 4 at the half, and then, Coach, the second half just was a back and forth affair.
You know, Andy, we were in pretty good foul trouble. You know, Sharif Cooper picks up his third foul in the first half. We couldn't start him in the second half. And I thought the end of the first half and the start of the second half, without him, we needed to play better. And we should have played better. We didn't. And that's going to be a challenge in the future. Teams are going to go at Sharif. They're going to make Sharif guard, and they're going to put him in situations where they're going to try to get him in foul trouble. They're going to flop and fall down the floor as he drives to the basket and see if they can pick up cheap charges. And, you know, but we were able to sort of withstand that Missouri run at the start of the second half. Just like the Arkansas game, you know, we lost a lead that we had worked, you know, hard for and found ourselves down. Didn't panic. Again, got some stops, you know, just continue to compete, continue to believe, and manage to, you know, to make enough plays, particularly down the stretch. We got them fouled. We made it really hard for Missouri to stay in front of us. We made them foul us, and we took advantage by having a great free throw shooting night.
Next up for the Tigers, the Big 12 SEC Challenge at number 2 Baylor. We'll talk about that when we come back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.
Beginning the morning you opened your eyes, we spent every waking moment preparing you for the day you'd leave our nest. Whether it's driving to practice or helping with homework, it's all prepared you for, what am I going to be when I grow up? Will you be ready?
After much thought, I made my decision to take my talents to the IBEW Local 613.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is not simply a job, it's a career. Visit IBEW613.org to begin a new future today.
Back when we started this company, folks had the idea that all treated lumber was the same. Well, our little yellow tag put an end to that. Today, people know that the best does have a name, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. They use it because they can trust it to be around for years and years. And so will we. Here's to 50 years of 5-star backyards and the little yellow tag.
Gymnastics champions. A walk-off grand slam wins the College World Series. Another SEC tournament title.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Renaissance Bank. The Tigers take part in the Big 12 SEC Challenge, going to number 2 Baylor Saturday. That's a 3 o'clock Central Time tip, broadcast on the Auburn Sports Network at 2:30. And, Coach, you just look just at the simple numbers of this Baylor team, and it's a most impressive team that the Tigers get Saturday in Waco, Texas.
Yeah, just, when they were down when they were up 40-5 against Kansas State, I started to get a little nervous, right? 40-5. Man, they do it on both ends. They're extremely well coached. I know I say that a lot, but the reason why I say that sometimes is because when they guard you the way I guess I would guard us, or I would think it could be effective. And then when they run stuff again, that's hard to guard. Again, if you do that, they'll do this, and if you do this, they'll do that, and they have counters to everything. This is also a really experienced team. Got 4 impact transfers, including Davion Mitchell, and it's gonna be great to see Davion. I'm so proud of him and how hard he's worked and how much he's improved. He broke my heart when he left Auburn, but I understood it because he was behind Jared Harper, or playing actually with Jared. I would have loved him to stayed and gone on our Final Four run and played out there with Jared, and he would have. But he just, it is a wonderful kid from a great family, and so I'm happy for him. And I know that he is ready to show us just how much he has improved, and I'm happy for him. Yeah, Baylor's good now. We will have seen Gonzaga. We will have seen Baylor. And those are probably the 2 best teams in the country.
3 o'clock is the tip-off time Saturday in Waco. Coach, wish you all the best. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
For Tigers head coach Bruce Pearl, I'm Andy Bertram on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.